Honestly, the intention behind this song was never to release it. The second they stop appreciating it and they take you for granted, you need to walk away. And the reason I decided to release it when I did is because I knew that the chapter of this point in my life was finally closing. Like before transplant, I didn't believe I'd ever do music again. I didn't believe that I would really have a voice again. 'Cause you set me free and now I wanted to write a song that not only captured my journey, but I also wanted it to capture the journey of so many other cystic fibrosis patients out there. My first check from my songs, which is so cool. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, hi, my name is Mackenzie, and for today's video, I'm going to be talking about my songs, Demons, and Forever Changed. So, if you guys don't know, I have two songs that are currently out on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, and like I said, Demons and Forever Changed. And I kind of just want to talk about those songs, how I wrote the songs, the idea behind the songs, the process, and everything in between, because I think it's really cool and something I've always wanted to do, but I honestly never thought I would. Before I get into the video, I do want to talk about something exciting that was actually perfect timing and when I want to film this video, so it's really weird. But I got mail yesterday and I opened it up and it is my first check from my songs, which is so cool. So this is from people streaming my music, streaming Forever Changed and Demons. So I just want to say before I get started, thank you so much, because I seriously, like, it wouldn't be possible. I wouldn't have this check in my name if it wasn't for you guys streaming and listening to my music, which means so much to me and I appreciate it more than you know. So when I was little, I always used to write music in my room and pretend I was Hannah Montana and pretend I was already a singer. You know, I would do the classic, like, go on stage, accept your Grammy, accept all those things, and you know, play an award show and pretend that this was my reality, which was always really fun to do as a little kid and be imaginative. And I definitely had a really big imagination. I never was able to fully write a song. I don't know what it was. I would sit down to write music and I just never was able to take a concept and execute it into a full proper song until last year at this time. Actually, I started writing Demons, which Demons is my first song that I ever released, which will always be special to me because it's my first one I ever did. Honestly, the intention behind this song was never to release it, was never to let the world hear it. It was really just, music has always been an outlet for me. Music has always been like a therapy for me. Breakups, whether that's, you know, with someone you were dating, with friends, with people who are just no longer in your life anymore, they hurt. If you can find a way to take what you've gone through and make some magic out of it, it's worth it. Sometimes you have to go through things and they are at the time, but if you can gain something from it, lessons learned, in my instance, turn it into a song, I think that is kind of reclaiming your power that someone or something has taken from you in that point of time when you were sad. No, I know who I am. I'm gonna write this song and I'm gonna learn from it. It's gonna be a form of closure for me. I think that was a big thing, was this certain situation in my life had felt very incomplete for a really long time. And the reason I decided to release it when I did is because I knew that this situation was done. Like, the chapter of this point in my life was finally closing, and I was able to write the song because I knew there was nothing left for me and I shouldn't stay in this scenario anymore. Sometimes music is able to capture what you're not able to say, and that's kind of what I've done in these two songs that I've released. And what I always think is really powerful about music is because, like they say, it's really cheesy, but when words fail, music speaks. It's so true. And so really all my intention was behind writing Demons was to write a song, say that I wrote a song and kind of move on from it. There really wasn't going to be a release. There wasn't going to be a full thing about it until Jacob, who is my brother-in-law, also the producer on both songs. He's a great producer. He produces for Rashad, he produces for Brandon Davis, who is an up-and-coming country singer, so that is always awesome, and I can't wait to see where Jacob takes his career because he's very talented in that field. And he was like, no, I feel like you should release it. If we're gonna do it, let's do it all the way. And thank you for that. After I released it, I had so many nice messages and of people just saying like, I love this song, I added it to my playlist. And that's just so cool because, like I said, as a little girl, I always tried to write songs, but I never could get anyone to stick. I never, fully wrote a song. And then for some reason, as I've gotten older and I've really been able to tap into a deeper side of my feelings, I think that's why I'm able to really capture a vision of what I want a song to be like, and I'm able to execute it now. So that is really awesome. When I released that song, I was kind of nervous because of the story behind it, and the lyrics are very personal. Both of my songs are personal, but this was the first one. And I don't know. I've never been someone to really talks about feelings, and as I get older, I'm more comfortable at expressing myself, and especially through music. It's just always been a safe place to feel like I can express that. And thank you to Jacob for encouraging me to release it because it ultimately led me to releasing Forever Changed, and it's just really cool. So I don't want to get in too great detail of Demons, just because I feel like that's kind of the cool thing about songs, is that it can remain partly a mystery, but I will talk about how the concept came about. I went through something that I knew that I've always wanted to write a song about. I just knew that I always wanted to capture everything that I've ever felt in this scenario into a song, because music has always felt like an outlet for me. It's always been a safe place. It's always been a place that you can let your feelings out and other people can relate. And I think that that's really cool. Having other people validate the song and say, I relate to this song. I put this on my breakup playlist. I put this on my, F him playlist. Having other people relate to what you are saying. And I think that is always bigger than a song. It's always way bigger than I'm just getting my feelings out because I need to. It's no, actually this is helping other people, and it just becomes bigger than a song at that point, and it feels so good. That was last year, really around this time. I remember when I got back from Bethany's wedding is when we did our first studio session that took 8 hours. It takes a long time to produce and write a song. And I remember we made Demons in one day from 3 p.m. till 2:30 a.m. And we just grinded that whole day. And oh my gosh, I remember I had a canker sore. I remember on my lip, and it was so hard to sing. And then by the time I was done singing all that time, I couldn't talk. It was so hard. This huge canker sore. I'll put in a picture, I'll put in a video. I took videos. It was bad. It was wow. I was dealing with a lot of canker sores at the time from my meds, and it was really bad. My canker sores were really bad. We just got back from Bethany's wedding. It was kind of down, and then singing on it, oh my gosh. It looked so gross. It was infected. It was bad. So this song, honestly, I kind of wrote over the period of literally 5 years. I was writing this song little by little.
We try to be platonic, but isn't it ironic? Said I was your other half, but we weren't built to last. See, you wanna right your wrongs. Oh, my memories get loud when you hear that Maroon 5 song.
Then it just came together to form one song. In my notes, I would just write different pieces of lyrics that would come to me at different points in my life. And anything at any time, stuff would pop in my head, and I would be like, I have to write this down. And then what I did is I put all these lyrics together and formed Demons. The meaning behind Demons is having someone that you know is not good for you. It's kind of like when you feel like it's your obligation to fix someone, to make someone better, and to make someone no longer broken anymore, and then wanting to fix that person, but then realizing that they don't appreciate what you're doing, and you're doing all this. And at the end of the day, you have to sit back and realize it's okay to be there for a person, to try to fix them, to be a safe place for a person. But once they start taking you down with their problems, I think that's when you have to decide, do I need to walk away? And you probably do. If you're questioning that, you probably do. Because it is so easy to stay in a situation because you feel like it's your obligation to help someone. And that's fine. But the second they stop appreciating it and they take you for granted, you need to walk away. And sometimes it's hard, and their demons hold on to you because you know their darkest parts of them and you love them anyway. That's when it's hard to walk away. And that's kind of what that song is about. And that's all I'm going to get into. Demons will always be special to me because it is my first one I ever released, something I didn't ever think I would do. And it's kind of like a little dream of mine that came true just by releasing the songs and having people really feel the lyrics and relate. I think that's so awesome. I do want to say you can stream Demons on Apple Music, Spotify, iTunes. You can also watch the lyric video here on my channel, and I will link them all in the description so you can just have a click right to the video. And now we're going to get on to Forever Changed.
Little girl, 10 years old, with fighter spirit and a dreamer soul. Keep that bright-eyed, green-eyed smile, 'cause it's all you want back when it's gone for a while.
So Forever Changed is the song I wrote about my life with cystic fibrosis, my organ donor, and my double lung transplant. So I had my double lung transplant October 28th of 2019. My life changed forever. If you guys are new here, that is my story. I have quite a few videos on my transplant. I also have a lyric/music video of this song on my YouTube channel, and I have the journey fully documented, and I also have a little mini documentary. I have question and answers videos answering people's questions about my transplant. I have all of my journey really documented here on YouTube. I wanted to release another song. I really just knew I wanted to release another song, and my 2-year lung anniversary was coming up. I wanted to release it on October 28th of 2021, except I just couldn't get it in time, and then it was released on Christmas, which is funny. I didn't think I would release a song on Christmas, December 25th, 2021, but I thought, you know what, it's kind of cool, and I feel like it symbolizes giving. My organ donor gave me the gift of life, and it kind of just all felt right to release on Christmas. I just knew that I wanted to write a song about transplant and about my journey with CF because it was honestly the biggest part of me, and I wanted to write a song that not only captured my journey, but I also wanted it to capture the journey of so many other cystic fibrosis patients out there, and that is why I included them in my lyric music video, because the verses of the songs are personal and very in tune with my story, but the chorus is very general and broad and really what every cystic fibrosis patient has to deal with. What gave me the idea is my donor family wrote me a letter. I got this idea that popped in my head. I know what I want my song to be like. And how I want the vision of the song to capture, and that is talking to my younger self. In the first verse, I'm talking to my younger self saying, you know, you're gonna go through a lot, but keep that smile, keep your rose-colored glasses on to the situation. Don't let it get you down. Stay your positive self, because that will carry you through everything. And it did. And so that's kind of what I'm telling my younger self. And then in the second verse, I'm talking to myself right up into transplant. So kind of like the years out of high school and having oxygen and being around my friends that have a normal life. You know, I say, I know it's hard watching your friends move on with life while your oxygen tank's living on borrowed time, because that was seriously my life, especially the last year up into transplant. The title of the song is Forever Changed, and so I'm saying that my younger self and the person that I am before my transplant and my old lungs, that will always be a part of me. That'll forever, even though I will be forever changed once I have someone else's lungs and no longer my God-given lungs, they will always be a part of me. My younger self and my old self will always be a part of me. In the last, little bridge moment, I go on to be talking to my donor and saying, saved by an angel walking down streets of gold. And that, captured the whole thing. My donor saved me from my life and everything that I had to go through. And it's kind of like a little mini letter to them. And so their letter inspired me, and I have to write my actual letter in real life, but I put it into a song. And so at the end, it all ties in the forever changed. I am forever changed, but now my donor will always be a part of me. So that's kind of where the concept came from, and that's honestly the whole idea behind the song. It's uplifting and like inspiring. Ballad. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel it. Okay. And artists or songs that pop out to you?
You know just how to get me.
So this is a little more dry. Not as vocal, but the production.
Because I want the song, I talk about obviously heavier stuff. That's all I know. I don't know.
That's really cool.
Don't let your rose-colored glasses disappear. Don't let your rose-colored glasses disappear. You will know lonely, you will know battle through the journey down the road that's traveled.
Kind of took the same approach that I did for Demons. I kind of knew ever since I had my transplant that I wanted to write a song. I would write little things here and there. That's kind of how all my songs start, because I just think of things in my brain and I'm like, oh, that's a good lyric, and I write it down. And then I kind of form it all together into one song. And it took me a long time. It really did take me a long time. I kind of figured out the chorus and what I wanted to do. But then as far as the verse, I could not figure out for the life of me how to start the song. I kept saying little girl, little girl, little girl, and I was like, I don't know where to go from there. And I sat on that forever. And I thought, okay, I want to get it done by, October of 2021. And I couldn't think, and it just felt kind of pressure. And I'm so glad that I released it on Christmas, because it was done and it was fully executed the way I wanted it, and I was able to release the music video and get everyone in it, and I just had more time. Because I think one of the biggest things that I learned, Jacob actually taught me this and told me this, is it's better to wait and have patience and release something you're so proud of than to just push something out because you want it out but not be fully excited and proud of what you made. So I'm so glad that I listened to Jacob and I waited. And some people have asked me about the part where I say, "'Cause you set me free and now I just..."
My fight is over, I've overcome, wearing the armor like a loaded gun.
And that's a heart monitor to symbolize, I've heard a lot of heart monitors in my day, and especially after transplant, the heart monitor was going on. And then what I did is I took a big, deep breath in the microphone recording, and I go to symbolize that now I can breathe easy. I can take this huge breath that I've never been able to do before, and because you set me free, and now I just... Because I was like, do I say just breathe? There's something else I want to do. I want it to hit harder than, and now I just breathe. I want to actually breathe. And I want to put our heart monitor in there. And I said, Jacob, I'm having a heart monitor and I'm breathing in the microphone. We're doing it, and case closed. And we did it, and I'm so excited because it just lends itself to the song. I don't even have to say breathe. Everyone knows what I mean. Just do it. Why don't I just show that I have this deep breath and you gave me the life I only knew inside my dreams. That was really cool and exciting. And again, I'm so excited I released it. And I'm so excited that I have these songs. And also, I'm so happy I got to sing it, or it got to be on the local radio station. And it's done really well on my YouTube channel and people really love it. And I got to do something for the cystic fibrosis community. Like before transplant, I didn't believe I'd ever do music again. I didn't believe that I would really have a voice again because CF really, I had, 19% lung function. I really didn't think I would ever really sing again. So thank you so much to Jacob. Thank you to my family for believing in me. Thank you to everyone in my life. Thank you to everyone in my town who supports my music. Thank you to everyone that I don't even know that supports my music. Thank you to the radio station for playing my song. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like there's not enough thank yous. So that was it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share. And I will see you guys in my next one. Today's subscriber shout out goes to Ashley's Roses. Thank you so much for interacting with my videos, subscribing, and honestly just being a loyal friend too. And she's a fellow CFer, so hey Ashley. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video, and yeah, bye guys.